What's up guys, and welcome back to Pokmoen. In today's video we're going to be talking about, and you probably guessed it, we're going to be talking about Journey Together and all the pre-order insanity that's been going on across the internet, whether it be Pokemon Center, eBay, or all the websites that you usually order from. The prices are insane, unreasonable, and people are buying them. So you may have seen it on eBay. People have been paying over $300 for a booster box. I need to take a look, but I'm pretty sure that the ETBs are going for insane amounts of money as well. And it's been very difficult to get our hands on this product. I personally have been keeping an eye on a bunch of different websites that I order from normally. And I managed to grab a booster box and 2 ETBs because there was a limit on 1 booster box and 2 ETBs per customer, which in this market I actually think is a good thing. So I was kind of bummed out because I really did want to buy a full case of booster boxes, like I like to do when a new set releases. But the thing is, if everyone's doing the same, then there's not enough left for other people. So I do agree with the fact that there is a limit per customer on the booster boxes and ETBs, and it's sad to be in this this stage of things, but that's just the way it is at the moment. The market's crazy. People are paying absurd amounts of money for something that's releasing in over 2 months. The set's releasing on the 28th of March, so we have loads of time. And Prismatic Evolution's release date hasn't even come yet. I mean, I know people are opening it up on YouTube and so on already because they got them early. But the set isn't even officially released yet, and people are going crazy over Journey Together. So I don't even want to know what Team Rocket's going to be like. I think that's going to be an absolute mess. So I'm not really looking forward to it, if I'm completely honest. I just think things have gotten out of hand. I mean, honestly, I thought Prismatic Evolutions was as bad as it was going to get in terms of the craze and the hype, but turns out that Journey Together is doing even worse or better, depends how you look at it, than Prismatic Evolutions, which is mad because there have been some cards that have been revealed, but only a small amount. And granted, the cards that I've seen, some of them are very nice. There's a Wailord illustration rare, which is beautiful. Hop Zacian looks very nice. And you know, there have been a few nice reveals, but the thing is we only have a tiny amount of cards that we actually know are in the set. For the prices to be going this crazy, I find that very kind of risky and unreasonable. And the thing is, Prismatic Evolutions has a ton of very nice cards, very sought after Pokemon, and the thing is, I thought that nothing could really top that, but here we are. And the reason we're getting to this point is a combination of different things. It's just overall just very high demand for the product, for Pokemon cards at the moment, and it can be due to rip-in shippers, and I'm not blaming anyone, by the way. You know, everyone's kind of trying to make their way in the hobby. That's fair enough. I'm not trying to bash on anyone. I'm just talking about all of the different kind of areas where all the demand is coming from. So you have your casual collectors, your players, rip-in shippers, YouTubers that are opening the product up on their channels too, stores that are trying to order some to sell on. Obviously, they have businesses to keep going. You have scalpers. Sadly, these are the only people that I'm going to be bashing on, and I think that a bunch of people have pre-ordered from Pokemon Center and then have put their pre-orders up on eBay for absurd amounts of money just because they know people are crazy at the moment and going to be buying it for high prices because they're scared that they're going to be missing out on the stuff. Which I can kind of understand that people are scared that they're going to be missing out on it because things are going just so bananas at the moment that it's just hard to keep track. But the thing is, it's very unfair to do that, and I don't know if this is real information. I saw something, an article talking about Pokemon Center pre-orders for Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, and that there were going to be delays. So if any of you guys have gotten any information about this and you want to confirm it down in the comments below, please go ahead. But from what I saw anyway, and don't take my word on this because this is just what I saw once and it kind of got lost, I couldn't find it anymore. It was that the ETBs that were pre-ordered after the 9th of November were actually going to be shipped out in May or June or something, which is a huge delay. So once again, I don't know if this is true, but if something similar happens for Journey Together, you know, you're going to have a bunch of people ordering it from Pokemon Center, putting it up on eBay, selling it, and therefore they have an obligation to give that product to the people that have paid for it. And they might not even have the product in time. I don't know how it's going to go down. I really hope that, you know, Pokemon are able to kind of meet demand as much as possible and honor every single order that has been made. We'll just see how it goes. So yeah, people are scared that they're going to be missing out on the product, and that's very understandable. I mean, myself, I was actually keeping an eye on all the websites that I ordered from. I was at work that day, but every now and then, you know, I just kind of refresh and look at there's 3 websites I order from mainly. And, you know, all day long on Saturday, there's nothing, no pre-orders or anything. And so that's from like 12 till about 9 p.m. I was at work. And then on the car ride home, I guess everything went down because as soon as I got home, I checked again and the pre-orders were up, but it was already out of stock. So, you know, it went very, very, very fast. And this isn't even Pokemon Center. This is a seller in Europe. So yeah, they are a pretty big online store, but still, that's pretty insane. And, you know, I started to look at the other websites that I order from as well. Refreshed, you know, kind of kept checking every now and then. And like I said, I was able to get a booster box and 2 ETBs. I paid slightly higher than what I'd prefer to, but much less than what I've been seeing on eBay and so on. So I did pay, I'm not going to go into it, but I paid a lot less than $200 for my booster box, and the ETBs were roughly about the right price. I paid about $50 for those. So a bit higher than they should be, but I just wanted to have some stuff to maybe open on the channel. I don't know what's going to happen from here till the 28th of March. The idea was for me to open some stuff up, but if that's all I have, my primary goal is going to be to hold it for investing, so I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm going to try my best to keep an eye on it, to hopefully get some more for opening on the channel, and we'll just see how it goes. And my advice to anyone that is missing out on this stuff, that just can't keep up with the prices, that just can't keep up with, you know, stalking websites and just trying to find out when the pre-orders are going to pop up and just constantly refreshing and so on. For the people that don't want to do that and the people that can't keep up with the prices, and trust me, I am part of those people. I've been doing it because I have a YouTube channel and I want things to work, but you know, I don't have a ton of money that I can throw at this stuff. I'm limited in how much I can spend. So I am like most normal people, you know, who don't have a ton of money. So my advice for those people and for myself then is to maybe take a step back and look at the older stuff. Look, all the attentions on Prismatic Evolutions, all the attentions on Journey Together and Team Rocket's coming out afterwards. I mean, people are going to be obsessed with that stuff. That's just going to go absolutely crazy. I don't even want to know what it's going to be like with Team Rocket, but you know, I've actually gone back and I looked at Twilight Masquerade, Stellar Crown, some of these nice sets that have kind of come and gone and maybe didn't go as crazy as these sets like Surging Sparks and so on, but you can still get them for relatively reasonable prices on a bunch of different websites. I mean, I was able to find 2 Twilight Masquerade booster boxes for around 120 euros, so yeah, it's higher than what they were released at, but and it could be reprinted. I mean, it's still a relatively new set. But I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to play this stupid game of paying over $300 for a booster box that's coming out in like 2.5 months. It's just ridiculous, and yeah, I am kind of disappointed in a way, because I did want to get enough, you know, to open on the channel and also some to put aside, but I'm staying hopeful that in the future there will be reprints and Pokemon will be able to meet demand. And it's very important for them to be able to meet demand, because you have to keep in mind that, you know, all the people that are opening the packs today, all the people that are enjoying Pokemon today, and I'm not talking about the scalpers, I'm not talking about the investors or the stores or any of that, I'm talking about the customers that really do love Pokemon and love Pokemon cards. It's very, very important that there's enough for all the people that want to play the TCG, that there's enough for all the kids that want to open it, you know, and parents that want to buy it for their kids. Because if you take out the kids, you take out all the parents buying for their kids, the players, and all the people that really enjoy the hobby and actually love the hobby, you're going to do a lot of damage, and you know, you don't know if things, I mean, it's Pokemon, it's probably never going to go away, but you know, it could do some damage. A bunch of people could leave the hobby, and if this keeps on going for too long, a bunch of people are just going to duck out and leave, and that can hurt the hobby. So Pokemon really do have a responsibility, and I'm not saying that they're not trying, because I have no idea. I don't work there. You know, I'm not saying they're not trying to meet demand, but I think they probably have the means to print more, open more facilities, and get more product out there. And I know it's you have to be careful not to print too much, but I think at this stage you can print a lot, be pretty certain that it's going to be eaten up by all the different consumers of this product. So yeah, I'm staying hopeful. You should stay hopeful too. And we'll see if we get reprints in the future, but we probably will. I mean, I highly doubt we wouldn't get reprints if sets are doing this well and selling so well. It wouldn't make any sense. So for Prismatic Evolution, Surging Sparks, and Journey Together, even Team Rocket when that comes out, don't be too worried about it. Just be patient and enjoy what you can while you can. Go towards the sets that don't have attention on them at the moment, because that's where you can make some money, and also enjoy the product for you know, reasonable prices. So that's my advice. And another thing I was thinking about and wanted to talk about was the fact that we're also caught up in buying the next new big thing, you know, always kind of being in the hype, in the relevant sets, if that makes sense. So we're always wanting to buy the latest thing that just came out and be a part of all the hype and be a part of all the, you know, all the discussion and so on. And I pulled this, I'm opening this, blah, blah, blah. And I do understand it. I really do. Because obviously it's cool to be talking about the same stuff. And I did mention this in a previous video. Pokemon TCG is a very community-based hobby, so you know, people like to talk about it. People like to, you know, share what they've been pulling, what they've been getting, what they're buying, how much they're paying for it, blah blah blah. So yeah, I really do understand it, but I think it's very important to just remember that if you're in this hobby and you really do love it and you like the cards, you don't have to be buying the latest set. You know, you can be buying the older stuff, you can be opening the older stuff and enjoy it. And when the time comes, when things cool off a little bit, then you can start moving through the sets. And when the market cools down, I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't think it will happen anytime soon with the whole Team Rocket set coming out. But when it does calm down, and then you can start buying the sets as they release without having to worry too much about prices and not struggle to pre-order and so on, then you can start enjoying it again. It's just the way it goes. I mean, during COVID, it was similar. You know, there's so much hype, so much demand, everything was selling out, the prices were going up, and now we're in a similar situation, even worse, I'd say. I don't know how bad it was in COVID. I honestly didn't pay too much attention to it, but I do know that everything went up in price. Everything went pretty crazy. But right now, things are as crazy as I've ever seen them, to be honest. And maybe some of you will agree with me on that. I don't know, but there will be a time where things calm down and where things are more available, so just wait for that time, guys. Don't ruin yourself financially. Don't spend all your money on this stuff. Don't be paying absurd amount of prices. And the only way we're going to stop these prices and we're going to stop scalpers and so on is by not paying that much money. Just not accepting to pay that. If no one's buying it, they're going to have to put the prices down. So, you know, I think as a community, we all have to kind of be aware of this, and we all have to be careful of this and not give in to just buying things for absurd amounts of money. You know, I wouldn't bash on anyone for doing it. If you have the money and you want to buy it, then that's your right. You're allowed to do that and no one can say anything to you. But, you know, I just think we should all kind of play our part in keeping things reasonable. I don't mind, you know, obviously things selling a little bit more than what the MSRP is, and you know, stores making a bit of money. You know, obviously they need to make money too, and I understand that. I just think that there should be a limit to how absurd things get, and we should all play our part in keeping the prices relatively just reasonable. Anyway, guys, I really don't mean to be negative in this video. It's just that it needs to be talked about, and I think a lot of you will agree with me. I'm very grateful that I was able to get what I did get, even if it's not as much as I would have liked. I'm still hoping that I'll get all my Prismatic Evolutions orders in, and we'll be able to enjoy opening some of that up on the channel. From what I've heard, the pull rates are pretty rough, so we'll just see. We'll just enjoy all the little commons, uncommons, rares, you know. We don't have to get all the craziest cards. It doesn't matter. We're just here to have some fun, invest in some product, and just see how it goes over the years, and yeah, just enjoy it without putting too much pressure on ourselves. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too negative, too ranty, but you know, I just kind of had to talk about it. It's a hot topic at the moment, and for any people that weren't aware of what's going on, I thought it was, you know, essential to talk about it on the channel. And yeah, so we're gonna have some Prismatic Evolutions openings coming up as soon as I receive all of that. Maybe some Twilight Masquerade if I buy some more. We'll see how that goes. I'm still keeping some money available for Journey Together if any other pre-orders pop up at reasonable prices. But yeah, we'll see. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video and you like this kind of content, please subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down below to let me know what you think about all this. Sorry, I just shot a little spit rocket there. I don't know if you saw it on camera, but I saw it fly off, so sorry about that. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. What are you guys going to be doing? Are you going to be pre-ordering? Are you going to be sitting this one out? Are you going to be going back to older sets? Just let me know. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out.